Okie doke. That's it. We're ready to go. So let's go, Maestro.
Live from London and streamed around the world, it's time for Harold Sanditen's Open Mic Party. Please welcome your host, Harold Sanditen.
Next Friday night, you're all invited to dance from 8 to 3. All the fishies in the sea are having a ball. It's summer fair, they'll all be there, from the herring to the whale. They'll come out to shake a scale in Neptune's hall. Come along and follow me to the bottom of the sea. We'll join in the jamboree at the codfish ball. Lobsters dancing in a row, shuffle off to Buffalo. Jellyfish sway to and fro at the codfish ball. Finian Haddie lead the eels through an Irish reel. The catfish is a dancing man, but he can't can like the sardine can. Tuna's trucking left and right, minnows mooching, what a night. There won't be a hook in sight at the codfish ball. Octopus and albacore, 50 miles away from shore, tango across the ocean floor at the codfish ball. Mullets dance the minuet, barracudas pirouette, while the stingray plays his clarinet at the codfish ball. Scottish salmon form a ring and dance the Highland fling. The music's hot, so the lox foxtrot, and the halibut is the jitterbug king. Come along and follow me to the bottom of the sea. We'll join in the jamboree at the codfish ball. At the codfish ball. Join the fun and lose control. Holy mackerel and bless my soul. Flounders cut a rug upstream. Salmon-chanted evening is the theme. Latin dances are ideal. You can conga with a conga eel. Grab a prawn or nab a trout. If you get a haddock, sit one out. Dance with all the Debs and Dabs. Shad are grand, but don't catch crabs. It's a place with lots of class. I'll be your porgy if you be my bass. You can dance with any odd fish at the codfish ball. Come on down, just for the halibut.
Thank you all so much. Thank you. So welcome, everybody. We're back for another season. I can't believe it. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Harold Sanditen, and I'm the host for this evening. And last March, we entered our first lockdown in the UK, and we had a birthday party for the open mic scheduled the next month live. And I somehow found myself thrown into the world of virtual performances. And to make a long story short, 11 months later, we're still here. We're going strong. We've hosted 263 singers on this platform since last April when we did our first show. And they have ranged in age from 14 to 92 and spanned the globe from Los Angeles to Brisbane, going the long way. So I'm really delighted that the pandemic had one silver lining, which was that it made this show completely and utterly global, since location isn't an important thing anymore. And so we are now global. And I want to thank all of you who have been watching every 2 weeks since we started, because it's just been wonderful to have your support. Tonight, we're launching the new winter-spring season, and I could not be more excited by the lineup we have tonight. It is absolutely amazing. Now, we'll be going for 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, we'll be doing the show every 2 weeks hereafter. But because the show is so popular, I've added on some extra shows. So very quickly, we have a show on the 10th, Wednesday the 10th, and Thursday the 11th of February. They're 2 Valentine shows, so if you want to get your fill of songs about love, hate, and everything in between, then please come to those. We have a show on the 25th of February, which doesn't have a theme. Then we've got 2 Disney shows on Wednesday the 10th and Thursday the 11th of March. We've got a country show on the 25th of March. We've got a rock and roll show on the 8th of April, and we'll be celebrating our 8th birthday party right here on Zoom on the Wednesday the 21st and Thursday the 22nd of April. And that's as far as this season goes, and after that I'll announce another online season which will take us through the summer and into the autumn. All right, that's all I have to tell you. I just want to now have a word with Michael Ralston, my cohort and my partner in open mic crime. So, hello, Michael.
Hey, Harold, how are you doing?
Good. I haven't seen you in a while. Happy New Year. Is everything good?
Pretty good. I feel like I'm fending off the darkness and the winter gloom with music, and that's what we're here to do tonight as well.
Yeah.
And I've been working with Dusty Limits, who's on the show later on. We've been doing some bespoke songs for people, which has been fun. We did a birthday song for a 16-year-old in a kind of a Gary Newman style, and a Valentine song in a kind of British music hall style. And what's the other one? Oh yeah, like a kind of filthy K.D. Lang ballad sort of thing. So it's been all the styles, all fun, yeah. And it's just been nice to be making things, because it's people I've been talking to have had a tough time lately. It's been very gloomy here and very grey. So let's beat the blues off with the music.
Let's beat off the blues. That's exactly what we're going to do right now.
Well put, yeah.
Yeah, those are your words, not mine. All right, well, really good to see you, Michael. Thank you so much. This man has the fastest finger in London. He absolutely runs this show impeccably, so thank you very much for that. Let's welcome our first singer, who's coming to us from Florida. It's JC Dreisen.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're feeling good and you're getting rid of all those 2020.
You gotta be kidding me.
Birds flying high. You know how I feel. Sun in the sky. You know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. You know how I feel. River running free. You know how I feel. Blossom in the tree. You know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun. You know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies are having fun. You know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done. That's what I mean. And this whole world is a new world and a bold world for me. And for me. Ha! Play it for me, boys. Oh, yeah. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel so good. I'm feeling good, yeah. I hope you feel good.
Come now.
Woohoo! JC, that was amazing. Really amazing.
Thank you.
Let me mute everybody and come back to you so that we can have a little chat. Okay, there you go. So, nice to meet you. We've never met, but I'm a fan already.
Thank you so much. So nice to meet you. And thank goodness for my good friend Leslie for introducing us.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier. She's been amazing, and I'm really happy that she did introduce us. So, you've just recently moved to Florida. What's that like?
Oh, well, I miss New York, but yeah, I'm in Florida now. It's nice. The weather's beautiful. But you know, we're still at home. It doesn't matter really where you are. Really, you're in your house. So I'm in my house anyway. So
Yeah. And you told me you've got a gig coming up. It's not a live one, it's a virtual one, but tell us about it. I'm
that's what
sure some of these people would love to join in.
Thank you so much. I've been doing mostly virtual shows. Saturday, February 13th, I'm doing a Valentine's Day show. It's on metropolitanzoom.com, and that's at 8 p.m. New York time, so I guess that would be Eastern time. And I'm really looking forward to that, a night of love songs. I think there is a light at the end of the tunnel because, you know, I've been speaking to like agents along the way and down the road, we're going to get back to some live stuff. But for right now, virtual's the way to go.
Absolutely. We don't have much of a choice. You know, if you've got a link for your show, you can put it in the chat so that people can hopefully book if they want. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I will try and figure out how to do
Figure out how to do that. Anyway, you want to say hello to Ann Hampton Calloway. You told me she's one of your idols, so say hello.
I cannot believe that I'm in the same box right now with Ann Hampton Callaway. Yes, you are definitely one of my musical idols. Oh my God. I love everything that you do. Love everything you sing. I love everything about you. It's just amazing. I'm in awe.
Can I unmute myself and say congratulations on that fabulous performance? Thank you so much. Very sassy.
Oh my goodness.
Wonderful. So, what's your Lassapoo's name? I saw a picture. So cute. Unbelievable.
That's Shayna, and she's
Beautiful.
she's going to be 2 years old in April. And yeah, you know what? I don't know what I would do without her. I've always had a dog in my life. So she's just brings so much joy and so much love. So everybody should have a pet of some sort.
I couldn't agree with you more. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for bringing love and joy and energy and getting rid of those blues with that first Feeling Good song. Thank you, everybody. J.C. Dreisen.
Nicholas King, because he's another one of my favorite performers. And, I know we haven't met in person, but we know so many of the same people.
Like Barbara Streisand?
Oh my God, Barbara Streisand, my musical idol, another one. But just to meet everybody here today.
It's really nice to meet you. I love your energy. Thanks, JC. Really good to see you. See you soon.
Okay, have fun.
Thank you. All right, it's time for our next performers named Bounder and Cad.
Have you seen those funny types wearing Panamas with stripes?
Try to look so debonair, flying in on Ryanair.
Flip-flops and shabby cases,
Loose tops and pasty faces,
maybe Brexit is done,
but they're back for the sun.
Birkenstocks and weird sarongs worn with odd socks.
Such awful wrongs that one permits, putting up the Brits.
They love the views, the Tuscan hills,
also the booze one gladly swills once Aperol spritz, putting up the Brits. Flocking here to taste that Dolce Vita,
knocking back the rosé by the litre.
There's nothing sweeter,
cracking jokes, their cheeky chances,
cheery folks but dreadful dancers,
one admits,
putting up the Brits.
Seems the love affair's endured since the day's grand tourist tour.
So today they all desire villas at King Anti-Shire.
Art flows from these environs.
We chose a life like Byron's,
and it's such a nice thing
to be neighbours with Sting.
So this warrants several gap years spent in Florence painting crap.
Those charming twits, putting up the Brits. Study Giotto, Mantignon,
or just get Blotto, Harry's Barbie, San Moritz,
putting up the Brits. Then to find one's rural sanctuary,
making olive oil with Brian Ferry,
it's customary.
Then as thanks for having you,
Britannia shanks the whole EU.
What little shits,
putting up the
Brits.
Volume was working.
Wow. Oh, that was just amazing.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
That's just amazing, guys. All right, I'm going to find you both here. Let me see. Adam, I've got you there unmuted, and I'm going to get Guy, and we're going to have a chat. How are you both?
Very well. Good. Lovely to see you.
Really good to see you. So, where are you? One is in Brighton and one is in Bath. Is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
It's
I'm near Bath. I'm in near Cirencester in the Cotswolds.
Okay, yeah. So that was an amazing video, really quite amazing, guys. Just wonderful. So, what do you got? What have you been up to? I know you had some gigs back at the Crazy Cocks in the autumn, didn't you?
We did. We played. Was it October Guy? We snuck in.
You know, I can remember one or two, and it was, but it was quite nice actually. It was sort of calmer audience. There weren't so many, so the sort of the shouting and the cheering and the jeering wasn't so loud, but it was intimate and nice in a
There
different
was a
way.
few committed hecklers who made themselves heard, nonetheless.
I thought you were supposed to tell people they couldn't heckle from the beginning. You're supposed to discourage them from having fun from the moment they come in the door.
We usually make that clear at the start of the show that, audience.
Yeah.
What do you do?
One of these things. Got to have fun.
So you've got some gigs coming up. You got one in Newbury and one in Petwart. I don't even know where Petwart is or what that is. It sounds like something my dog has.
We're also performing in Birmingham for a sort of a cable laying company, which has been really. They've been laying electrical cables for 300 years, so we can't wait for that.
Really?
Online
Yeah,
shows. Hey, Harold, the fiber optic is what's keeping Cabaret alive at the moment. So cables.
Yeah, so there you go. Well, when are these gigs? How do people watch?
Goodness.
Well, actually, I suppose. Sorry, Adam, you go.
It could even be IRL. I think that's the. Is that in June, Guy? I'm trying to remember. When did they say?
Yeah, it's June. Yeah, it's
on the
May,
horizon.
maybe May. I think there's a May. There's a haze.
Well, there's a lot of haze these days over everything. We have no idea what's going to happen. But you guys will probably be back on the show before then if you don't have a URL to put in the chat. But that's great. And I want to hear all about your Bond Bonanza. 25 films in under 007 minutes?
Yes, this has been delayed yet again. The movie, that is. So we thought in advance for the release of the Bond film, as it was supposed to be when was it originally? April of last year, Guy? We sort of had it.
It was April, then it's November, now it's sometime.
Again, Bond is on the horizon, but we've put together a Bond medley that takes in all 25 movies, including the themes and the plot lines adapted through the lyrics to the story of each in under 007 minutes. And that is on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook and Instagram and everything else.
Oh, good. Well, I can't wait to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
It's just amazing music. You put all 25 Bonds next to each other, and it's just like mind-blowing how good the music is.
And indeed, a bit of a little potted history of popular music from the 60s to the present day, through highs and lows.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you so much for bringing us that wonderful video, too. It was really good to see you. It's been a while. We run into each other occasionally as we're passing on the doors of the Crazy Cock.
All began with you, I think, unless I'm wrong, Guy. I think the first time we stepped on the Crazy Cock stage
it was Harold.
Open mic party, Harold.
His beaming, welcoming, sort of embracing face.
Well, I'm still here doing the same thing, just in solo. But anyway, great to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Harold.
It's really good to see you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, let's welcome our TikTok sensation, Miss Sophie Griffiths.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud inside. It stopped raining. Everybody's in a play. And don't you know, it's a beautiful new day. Hey, running down the avenue. See how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets there once was pity. Mr. Blue Sky is living here today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to wait for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to wait for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey, you with the pretty face, welcome to the human race. A celebration, Mr. Blue Sky's up there waiting. And today is the day we've waited for. Oh, We're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey there, Mr. Blue. We're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to wait for so long. Where did we go wrong?
Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Because I'm going.
Sophie, that was just amazing.
Nice.
No, I know. No.
Let me find you here, and we're going to have a little chat. What happened? There you go. Oh, you're there. Hi, sweetheart.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, Ruth. We finally get to see you. That's wonderful. So, Sophie, what happened on TikTok? You went viral.
I know. Honestly, I'm not even sure. That app is so strange. Like, I'd spend like hours on a video, like editing and stuff, and then it would do okay. And then this one, I literally spent like 10 minutes on it, and it's nearly got like 2 million views. It's just the madness, really. Yeah.
That's terrific. You must be so excited. That's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like, I'm really growing on there. Quite quickly now, which is really cool for like my original stuff as well. Yeah.
I love your 7-part harmony. I mean, that's just unbelievable.
Do you know what? I just keep when I like start with the harmonies, I feel like I just keep on going. Like I don't think I ever stop.
That was so cute, though. And my God, I love your choices of music too. You know that. I'm a sucker for the era that you like, which is my era. But I just love it. So thank you so much. What else is happening in your world? Tell me.
It's actually quite busy, believe it or not. I've got lots of new music that I'm sort of like recording and stuff, which is like proving a bit of a challenge over lockdown. I'm not gonna lie. Like back and forth users and stuff like that, and then I'm like recording, and then I have to redo bits. But yeah, no, it's I'm recording lots. As I said, just making lots of content for like social media and stuff. Writing collaborations. Yeah, and then hopefully live music soon.
Well, hopefully soon, that's right. But TikTok may take over. You may have no time to do anything live.
Yeah, I just feel like I earn it. I just stay just like
The moral of that story is don't spend an hour on a video anymore. 5 minutes is all it takes. It doesn't really matter. It's always such a delight to see you. It's really been fun to watch you grow. I think you were 16 when you first came to the open mic, weren't you?
I know. I remember being so nervous. I was literally like to my mum, I was like, I'm not sure if I can do this.
Yeah, I know. I remember that. But that's always the sweet side of it, you know? But it's a welcoming place, you know that. I mean, there's no fear of anything, and people are all there waiting for you to succeed. Nobody wants you to do anything but succeed. So I'm delighted we've met, and I'm delighted you're part of the open mic family. And thanks for joining us here. I really, really love seeing you. And bye, Ruth. Good to see you too. Lots of love to you both. Before we move on to the next singer, I forgot to tell you the most important thing of all. I can't believe this. These shows are free for people to watch because I don't want anyone who's got financial difficulties to not be able to enjoy music. And there are a lot of people who continue to have those, particularly in our business. But they're not without cost. So if you can afford it, I would greatly appreciate you donating a minimum of £3.50 or $5 per show to help offset the costs equally amongst everybody who's watching. And that's all it. That's all I need to say. Now, I am so excited to be welcoming Anne Hampton Calloway.
How many steps are untaken from waiting too long? How many journeys are cut off by fears waiting to start? For how many years put on the shelf of someday, someday? Time is a thief that wears a disguise called someday. Dangling excuses and doubts that I've got what it takes. When is the day I will wake up at last, accept who I am, move on from the past, and someday, where is the girl who fearlessly found her own someday? Born with the gift and the drive, and her eye on the star. I look in the mirror, she looks back at me saying, what are you waiting for? Time to be free of someday. So many dreams are bursting inside. No more excuses or places to hide. Where am I standing? I'm turning the tide, and how? I know I can get there, 'cause suddenly, someday is now.
I'm making mine.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that was just wonderful. I'm going to find you here, Anne, and we're going to have a chat. But before I do that, somebody's got ambient noise going in the background. I don't know who it is, but you've got something going on. You're on the phone. Will you please keep yourself muted if that's the case, because it's disruptive. Thank you. Anne, are you there?
I am, yes.
Hi. Oh my gosh.
Hello, everyone.
So good to see you in person. I love that gold piece of art behind you. I see it in all your videos.
My Buddha. That's
Your
one
Buddha.
of my inspirations, yes.
Well, it's really beautiful. You've got lots of inspirations. So you wrote that song, right? You wrote the lyrics and the music.
Yes, I wrote that song. It's my first song of 2021, and I've been writing a poem every day since 2020, and I thought I'd continue it this year. And it's been interesting because some of these poems want to be songs, and a friend of mine who's a singer in Texas, Shelley Clayton, asked if she could have that lyric and set it to music for her. And so I was thrilled because I felt as I was writing it, is this a song? Is this a song? And I feel that with many of my poems. And it's really great to be able to express that sentiment because it's been a lingering theme in my life and I think in many of our lives. And since this is the beginning of a new year and we want to dive in and be our best selves, I thought that it would be a good song for today. And thank you so much for having me on your show. I love seeing your show live, Harold, and congratulations on this wonderful Zoom. You're taking it global, and that's fabulous.
It's a pleasure to have you on. So I know you've got a show that you're doing, a virtual show on the 31st, Cinematic Serenade. Sorry. Tell us about that.
Well, I've been doing shows out of my home here in Tucson, Arizona, since the pandemic started, and I've been enjoying doing theme shows. I do this in my live shows as well, and so because I have such a passion for the movies, in fact, my last CD, Jazz Goes to the Movies, was based on movie themes as well. And so I thought I would approach some new material, and these shows in my home are monthly, every last Sunday, except for when it was Christmas time, and I did it the week before Christmas. But every last Sunday is the Callaway Hideaway, and it's 7 p.m. New York time. And most of these shows are based on requests. And that means that I'm spending the month learning new songs, arranging them, finding myself in them. And it's been a wonderful creative adventure. And I love the intimacy of Zoom, because we get to see each other and we get to have that feeling of being in a nightclub, even though we're not actually there. And so hopefully people will be drinking a lot of alcohol this coming Sunday at 7. And I have friends here in England, hello, B and Laura, who stay up really late to see the show. Lorna Dallas, hello, you're one of those wonderful London friends. So I'm glad to have some nice people who do that. But people who buy tickets to the show are also able to get the YouTube video the next day, and they can watch it at their leisure.
That's wonderful. You've also got merchandise, I saw. Callaway Hideaway merchandise.
It's fun, yes. And I have special Valentine's Day is coming up, and I have a new part of my merchandise. For many years, I've been saying I'm 5'10" and worth the climb. And so I have new hats in my merchandise. That one hat says "worth the climb" and the other hat says "worth the stoop," and you can get fun things like this little cup, and I have all kinds of goodies. I've never had merch before. I've had CDs, but it's really fun to have a little swag to put out there.
Ranjad, I don't know if you remember this, but one of your ex-husbands, one of your many, many, many ex-husbands, is my current husband.
You're kidding! Oh my God! Well, I'm glad I taught him some things for him to be ready to be with you. How's it working out for you guys?
It's fine. We've been together 28 years. It worked out really well. I don't know how. I think you guys were only together for like 3 minutes at Ronnie Scott's, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm very fickle.
Anyway, I'm so glad you've been on the show. It's a pleasure to have you here. You are an inspiration to so many people. Your music is amazing. Your lyrics are amazing. Your voice is amazing. And I'm just delighted that you came and joined us. So thank you very much.
Harold, before I say goodbye to you, I just want to say congratulations on your video. It was so fun. And I feel very humbled. I just sit here at my piano and sing. And you guys are being so imaginative about how you present yourselves in video. I've got some learning to do this year to get a little bit more adventurous. And so congratulations on all that you're doing. Everybody, all the wonderful artists on this show. I'm just thrilled to be in your company, and I'm wishing everybody here health and happiness. And let's hope that we'll get to be out there sometime this year. Maybe late summer, early fall. So
yeah, I think
Diva blessings.
Ann Hampton Callaway, thank you so much. Much love from London to Tucson.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, let's see who's next. It's Dusty Limits.
Blues, 20th century blues are getting me down. Who's escaped those weary 20th century blues? Why, if there's a God in the sky, why shouldn't he grin high above this dreary 20th century din? In this strange illusion, chaos and confusion, people seem to lose their way. What is there to strive for, love or keep alive for? Say hey, hey, call it a day. Blues, nothing to win or to lose. It's getting me down. Who's escaped those dreary 20th century blues? Why is it that civilized humanity can make this world so wrong? In this hurly-burly of insanity, our dreams cannot last long. We've reached a deadline, a press headline. Every sorrow, blues value is news value tomorrow. Blues, 21st century blues, they're getting me down. Who's escaped those weary 21st century blues? Why, if there's a God in the sky, why shouldn't he grin high above this dreary 21st century din? In this strange illusion, chaos and confusion, people seem to lose their way. What is there to strive for, love or keep alive for? Say hey, hey, call it a day. Blues, nothing to win or to lose. It's getting me down. Who's escaped those dreary 21st century blues? 21st century blues.
Wonderful, Dusty. Hey, sweetie, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can, and I like you without the blue face.
That was my homage to Scottish independence.
Well, that's in the cards.
Oh, God, absolutely. They've sent Boris Johnson to Scotland, so that guarantees Scottish independence. They hate him.
Yeah, I know. And he's traveled during quarantine when Nicola Sturgeon told him it wasn't urgent to be there.
Yeah, really. Because they couldn't have done it via Zoom.
Oh, no. No, he needed to actually pick up a vial of vaccine. Anyway, so you're doing your bespoke songwriting. How's that going?
So far, we're doing really, really quite well with it. As Michael said earlier, it does involve a different style every single time, and some clients are very exacting, and some clients are very much like carte blanche, do what you like. So we did one in the style of the Pet Shop Boys, which was a very exciting project because the client just said, just write what you like. So I wrote the truth about our partying days, if I can put it so euphemistically.
Okay. So it was set in a dungeon somewhere in the dark, you know?
Let your imagination run wild.
Okay, my imagination has run wild. You can hear that.
I can hear it in your voice, Harold.
You can hear it in my voice, and you can see it in my eyes. So what else is happening with you? What else is going on?
We are doing our life drawing classes, which we've been running since the lockdown started. Dr. Sketchy, we've been doing those since, God, it's nearly a year. And apart from that, we've been just trying to stay sane. Watching, I've stopped logging into the news feeds. I've made the ultimate decision, which is my obsession with the news is not conducive to mental health. So I've stopped checking in every 5 minutes about what's going on because I can't change it. I can't fix it. So yeah.
It's hard. We're all compelled to watch because we want to see what's going on, but I think you're absolutely right. It's not good for mental health.
No, a little, just dip in every now and again to see what utter. Can I swear on this show?
Of course you can.
What utter cuntery the Tory party have inflicted on the United Kingdom. And I don't apologise for that word. I'm sorry, but I don't.
I don't apologize for you using it, and I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, really, and it's getting so fucking depressing here lately. I mean, really, we've reached 100,000 deaths, 50,000 people died in the last 7 weeks. It's absolutely nuts what we're going through. There's no reason we should be going through it. We had a plan. I mean, at least you could blame the United States for not having a plan for anything with Trump in there, but we had people in place who were telling us they had plans. And
well, there was a plan called Operation Cygnus, which was planned in advance, not for this specific pandemic, but they knew what the effect of a pandemic would be. They knew way in advance, years in advance, and they ignored it because they just assumed it wouldn't happen in their governmental lifetime. But sorry, I've gone all political. I can't stop myself. This is why my boyfriend...
That's why we love you. That's why we love you so much. You take politics seriously.
We have
to. You put them to comedy songs, which is exactly how you need to portray those things.
Oh, well, a spoonful of sugar, Harold.
It does help the medicine go down. You're right. Yeah. Well, listen, thank you for being here. Really great to see you. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
And I hope to see you soon again.
That'll be lovely.
All right. Lots of love. Dusty Limits. I was going to say Springfield. Can you imagine?
I'm not an Irish lesbian, Harold.
Not yet. There's time. Bye for now, Dusty.
Bye-bye.
Okay. We're moving all the way to San Francisco now. It's Carly Ozard.
Between you and me, I can honestly say that things can only get better. And while I'm away, dust out the demons inside. And it won't be long before you and me run to a place in your heart where we hide. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you, laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling Sanditen wanted me to sing the blues. Ooh, 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 ooh. Here we go. Wait on me, boy. Cry in the night if it helps. More than ever, I simply love you. More than I love life itself. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you, laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the covers. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Ooh, ooh, whoa. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Hey, open mic in the UK. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Thank you so much for listening. And I guess that's why they call it the blues.
I don't like.
Yeah. Sing it, girlfriend. Sing it.
Thank you.
It's amazing, Carly. I'm going to find you here. There we go. You're under Nancy, right?
Yeah, my computer is going through something, so I just hopped on her iPad.
I figured that out because you were asking to be admitted to the insane asylum time after time after time.
Exactly.
How are you? How's life in California? What's it like out there now?
Oh, first of all, I just want to say hi to Bobby Horowitz, and I want to say hi to Barb Younger, and I want to say hi to Leslie and Ann Hampton Calloway and Nicholas King. Like, I know and Michael Ralston, of course. Like, I know so many people on this bill, and it makes me so happy.
Well, you were the first person I called. Do you remember that? It was long before I lost my energy and couldn't do anything and, just couldn't get anything done. I said, I can't imagine anybody who could help catapult us out of the blues better than you. Will you do it? And then I lost all
That's
energy.
so sweet. I'm not even a blues singer. So I was like, sure, I'll do whatever works.
I just meant that you've got so much energy and such a big voice that, if anything, you could catapult us out of the blues and into the purples. I mean, what's this with the purple dogs?
So Opawz, OPAWZ is a pet line of hair dye. And so it's perfectly safe. It washes out, and we're in a pandemic. So why not make them purple and other colors?
My dog is white. So, that would be an easy transition, wouldn't it?
My gosh, when I get my hands on Blanco, I'm going to bring the Opawz. Like, I'm going to make him so many different colors.
He's going to match the rainbow flag you have behind you all the time.
Exactly. Yeah. We had a couple of performances for that day for like a bunch of LGBT causes. So we just kept it up. So.
And I loved your streaming. Was it called Voices of Color? What was it called?
Yeah. Okay, so I produced this concert, you guys. It's on YouTube right there for you to see. And I can leave that in the, where did you say we could put stuff? Wherever that is.
In the chat.
Yeah. Okay, so Voices of Color is a concert that I produced. It has 11 singers and an interview with a very innovative director here in the Bay Area. It's all about what we can do to enroll and include our people of color brothers and sisters. And So it's a concert showcasing some amazing talent. We have Natalie Douglas in there, who I know everyone probably here knows. And then we have some Bay Area, like amazing operatic stars like Tracy Camp. We have Teresa Attridge, who's this incredible, she's kind of bi-coastal, like she's done a lot of stuff in San Francisco, but then she's also in New York. We have Kwame Remy that was in like a bunch of national tours. We've got a lot of incredible talent in this show. And you just listen to some great music, just like this event here. But then in between, you kind of hear an interview from a very innovative Black director out here that's like, how can we reach out and include people? How can we go forward with our companies and with our projects, whether it's a lineup like this one or a musical theater huge production, to include more people of color in the lineup? And so it's just, I play Diane Sawyer. I sit there and I listen and interview Gary. I don't sing on it because I have plenty of other places to sing, like this place and other places. And it's just about highlighting this talent that seems to be overlooked for whatever systemic reason. So that's what it's about. And then my concert is at the end of every month. I have an intimate concert, solo concert at the beginning of every month, and then like a big one out in the backyard with black lights and crazy festival stuff like at the second part of the month. If you go to my website, you'll find my calendar right there, because we can't give exact dates because of rain, because everything's outside. Yeah. So we give exact dates obviously closer to it, and I talk about it a lot on social media, and I have a mailing list. And for those of you who don't know, I'm actually an electric dance music writer and singer, and I'm signed to a label that randomly Jason Graw's neighbor is also signed to. And I've never met her and I've never met Jason, but I know that they live on the same block. And so it's just so interesting how connected we all are in theater and recording. And the EDM, you guys, is the one genre that can cross over. There's like musical theater EDM. There's like EDM for every occasion. I'm sure there's jazz EDM. So I'm working on putting out music with 3 different producers right now. And you can find my stuff on Spotify and Beatport and Apple Music, and some on CD Baby, but for the most part, the label's on Beatport because that's like the big EDM hub. So that's kind of what I do. And the nightclub and the musical theater stuff is still something I enjoy.
Well, I adore you, as you know. I'm so happy that we met that fateful summer in Steamboat Springs, Colorado.
With Judy, who is on this chat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So
well, listen,
cool.
Thank you for joining us. Give my love to Peavy and to Chris and the other dogs I haven't met. Chris
Halo and Daisy.
dog,
Chris is behind me. I don't know if you can see him waving.
I see him. Hey, Chris.
That's my husband, everyone.
I know.
Okay.
I said the other dogs, but I didn't mean he was the dog.
Show.
Much love, Carly. Really great to see you.
Bye.
You soon. Bye for now. Okay, now it is my extreme pleasure to welcome another simply amazing diva. It's Barb Younger.
It was late last night. I was thinking something wasn't right. There was not another soul inside. Only you. So we walked along, but I knew that there was something wrong, and the feeling got me oh so strong about you. Then you gazed up at me, and the answer was plain to see, 'cause I saw the light in your eyes, in your eyes. Though we had a fling, I never would suspect a thing till that little bell began to ring in my head, and I tried to run. I knew it wouldn't help me none. I couldn't ever love no one. So I said, but my feelings for you were just something I never knew. Till I saw the light in your eyes, in your eyes. But I love you best. Now that's not something that I'd say in jest. You're a different man from all the rest. In my eyes, and I ran out before, but I won't do it anymore. Can't you see the light in my eyes? In my eyes, in my eyes, in my eyes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Good.
Lovely. Oh, bravo.
Lovely.
Really lovely.
Bravo!
Yeah.
Bravo!
Brava! Hello, Barb. How are you?
Hi, here's my mom.
Hi, Mom. I
Mom.
see you all the time. Are you enjoying the new digs?
She's loving it. She's loving it, and she's just loved every single song, and she's loving hearing everybody. And after everyone, she says how beautiful they were. And my mum's the reason I love music, because my mum and dad had music in the house. We didn't have anything. My parents came to this country, to England, with nothing. With suitcases, but we always had music in the house, and my mum loves it. And now, when I put Alexa on, I go, Mum, what do you want to hear? And my mum goes, jazz. And today I put on Art Tatum for her. We have Art Blakey, Art Tatum, Miles Davis, and my mum goes, oh, this is beautiful. The other day, I said to my mum, what would you like to listen to? And she said, I'd like some jazz. So I put on Ella Fitzgerald, and I went away to do some work upstairs in my study, because I now have a study, people. Hello, how much has this got? I now have my own room for doing shit in, okay? And so I go to my study. I come down 4 hours later, and she's sitting on the sofa, weren't you, Ma? She was sitting on the sofa, and she said, I haven't done anything. I've just been listening to this beautiful music. And I said, you know what? You're allowed. That is what you deserve.
Absolutely. Well, she sure taught you, because you are an amazing interpreter of songs. I know I've said that to you before, and I've said it in print when I was reviewing you. I went back and looked at my reviews, but I just think you're one of the best interpreters of popular music, any music, really. I just adore you. So,
Thank you so much. But what a joy it is tonight to see everybody sing and to hear all
all of you, I mean, my friends, that you know who you are, and my magnificent friends, and my magnificent not friends yet. Every single person just giving everything. I mean, it's heart opening, actually. It's heart opening.
Well, we need that right now. We definitely need that. But you said you've got some gigs in June. How exciting is that?
Let's nobody get too excited because November, baby, and they went the way of all flesh. You know what I mean? So let's nobody get too excited just yet. But yes, yes. But I've been really fortunate because I write for children's theatre and art theatre, and so we've been doing that. And I've been writing a load of songs for the smartest giant in town. Smart meaning beautifully dressed, by the way, as opposed to smart. Although we discover that he is actually smart and it isn't just his clothes by the end of the piece. Hello, there is a message. So I've been doing that, and that's been wonderful. And also I've been writing for other people. I've been writing with Simon for Nate. You know Nate Rogers.
Yeah, and he's recording some of your songs, right?
He is, and he's doing a beautiful job. And actually, Simon and I have been working on a piece for him that's going to come out soon, so that's great. And so yeah, I feel incredibly fortunate. But I tell you what, I'm knocked out listening to what everybody's doing. Like Anne goes, oh, I'm doing this show every week, and I've been getting all these poems, and I'm writing these, and I'm doing that, and I'm thinking, I'm doing that thing that you do, which is in lockdown, where you go, I'm not learning French. I'm not learning French. You just think, oh no, everybody's doing something I'm not doing. I'm not learning Italian. I'm playing the piano. Anne, wait till you hear Michael, Watch Out Life. Simon said to me, oh, album of piano out soon. I said, no, duets, baby, duet. I am so rubbish at the piano that I won't even let my mother hear me. There, but I'm loving it so much, and all the time, Harold, I'm thinking to myself, I'm forging new neural pathways. I'm be good. I'm doing things with my fingers they've never done. I played the violin. I never played a chordal instrument, I played the violin. So I know that my hands can do different things. New things, Dusty, there. I know my hands can do different things, but I didn't know that they could do that. And
well, it's nice to learn these things, isn't it?
Yeah, and if I stay alive long enough, who knows? Maybe one day I can actually play something that people would actually want to hear.
Well, we shall stay tuned, I tell you. I'll be there listening, I promise.
Oh, thank you so much for
And I want to unmute Simon. You mentioned Simon, and I see him and Sarah there. I just wanted to say hello to them.
Hi, Harold.
Hello, Harold.
Hi, Simon. Hi, Sarah. How are you both?
We're good, thanks. Yeah, we're getting on with it. Getting on with things.
Yeah, you're the video editor of the world now, it would appear. I keep seeing new videos that you've edited of all kinds of people, like literally everybody. Do you have time to do like anything? I thought you were recording an album.
Done. Yes, it's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. Great.
Yeah, 3rd of May it's out.
The 3rd of May. Well, you're on the show on the 25th of February, right?
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Right. So maybe you'll do a song from the album? I don't know.
I think that's very likely, actually, Harold. Very likely.
Good. Well, wonderful. Well, so good to see you. And Barb, really wonderful to see you. And I'm so glad I got to meet your mom, too.
I know. It's lovely to see you.
Thank you. Well, you guys, I don't know your mom's name, but I'm going to call her your lovely mamacita. I hope you continue to enjoy the music tonight. There's quite a bit coming, so stay tuned.
We will. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Love to you all. All right, it's time now for some fancy fingering. It's Jamie Saphir.
Generación de la Salon.
Yeah. Amazing.
Woohoo!
Wow.
I know you gorgeous.
Wow.
Unfortunately, a lot
Beautiful.
That's just amazing, Jamie. I've got you here now. Are you there?
Hello, hello, Harold.
Hi, so good to see you. Wow, that was really, really beautiful. Just amazing.
Thank you so much. I mean, thank you for inviting me to be part of this absolutely wonderful thing. It feels very special. It's certainly the first thing like this that I've ever been part of, and it's really magical to be here with such a wonderful lineup and to be nestled snugly between my beautiful, brilliant friend Barb, who was wonderful to see, and the amazing Simon earlier as well. So thank you so much to everyone.
Well, good. I'm glad you could be nestled between them.
Yes,
Sarah,
happily.
get out of the way. So, gosh, I haven't seen you in ages. I can't even remember the last time I saw you. Yeah, but how are you? Where are you? You were in
Well,
Dubai. When I contacted you, you said, "I'm sorry, I'm in Dubai." It's like, what?
I know.
How could he be in Dubai?
Against all odds, I know I heard you earlier saying you might win the award for least miles traveled. I suspect I might win the opposite, for better or for worse. I was very lucky to go to play at the Opera House in Dubai in November with the Ronnie Scott's All Stars, which was a dream come true, really. And then we went back out there for New Year's to a venue to work out there with my brilliant collaborator and singer Emma Smith. And we've been doing quite a lot. We've been quite busy. She's an incredible go-getter with amazing ambition and energy. So we've been doing quite a lot of stuff at the Ronnie Scott's Jazz Club in Soho. And we're going to be there doing a live stream, actually.
When is that?
So,
You mentioned that. When is that?
We would invite everyone to join in. Yeah, it's a Valentine's Day special, and it's completely free for everyone to join in. It'll be 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time.
Why don't you put the link in the chat there if you have it? That would be great.
Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, and we've got some exciting new music coming out as well. We've been working on.
You've got an album, Kilter.
Yeah. Well, I've been working on some of my own music. Been trying to use the time as productively as one can, and developing my home recording abilities, which is in equal parts frustrating. If anyone could see the messy nest of cables on the floor in my video. I'm sure they could.
I noticed them.
Yeah, I know. I apologize. But I've been trying to get all that stuff together in a very untidy manner. But it means that I've got some new music that's original that I've been working on, and that should be coming out this summer. So stay tuned.
Fabulous. And you've got a new assistant, Claude Debussy.
She's actually just sat right next to me. That's very good timing. She must be made for the stage. Here to say hello. She's been elusive all day.
Oh, Claude. Is it Claude or Claudette?
Well, she's actually non-binary, Harold, so I wouldn't actually,
Oh, okay. So you don't want to, want to categorize her one way or the other.
And it's how she's identifying, or they are identifying. But this is Claude. She's 4 months old, and she's a dream come true. Really, she's a joy.
Oh, she's sweet as can be.
She gets on the piano as well, and she can make a decent sound.
Good. And she helps you out with the recordings and stuff? Did she hide the cables?
Oh, yeah. She's a brilliant. I mean, she loves. They're all snakes to her, so you can't go wrong.
Well, it really is good to see you. I'm so glad you joined the show. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you so much for having me, Harold. It's wonderful to be part of, and congratulations to all the amazing performers this evening. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you, Jamie. Jamie Safir, everybody. Thank you.
Okay.
And before we go on to the next singer, it's my opportunity to tell you again that these shows are free, but they're not without cost. So if you can afford it, please consider tipping a minimum of £3.50 or $5 per show to help offset the costs equally amongst everyone. I greatly appreciate that. And now I'm very, very excited to welcome to the stage Mia Hart.
The field was bright with clover.
I saw the finish sign. I started as a rover, and then victory was mine. I thought the race was over, but they just keep moving the line. They cheered at my persistence, but prayed for my decline. The path of least resistance led to Hollywood and Vine. I tried to go the distance, but they just keep moving the line. I jumped all of the hurdles to break out of the pack. I started on the outside and then hit the inside track. I left the other families back at the starting gate. Was ready on my mark. I got to set to hurry up and wait. So talent and ambition gave me a chance to shine. I aced the big audition, but it's raining on cloud nine. Can't beat the competition, 'cause they just keep moving the line. I handled every corner, each bump along the track, and when I saw the ribbon, well, there was no turning back. I won the photo finish, I posed for all the men, but before I got my trophy, well, the race began again. So I made friends with rejection, I've straightened up my spine. I'll change each imperfection till it's time to drink the wine. I toast to resurrection, 'cause they just keep moving the line. Please give me some direction, 'cause they just keep moving the line. Thank you so much. Bye.
What a voice!
Oh my god!
What a voice, Mia! My gosh, hello!
Hi.
I'm so happy to meet you. Boy, can you belt him out?
Oh, thank you. I try my best.
That's just amazing. I am so glad I got to meet you. It is unbelievable how we got together here. But
I know.
her father and I went to junior high school and high school together. And he contacted me on Facebook. And to make a long story short, I found out about Mia, who is studied musical theater, and asked her to be on the show. So I'm just delighted you're here.
Oh, I'm so delighted to be here. This is like the most exciting thing I've done in months. So I really appreciate it. And I've just loved watching everyone so much. Everyone's so talented. To be among all these people is just like such an honor. I'm so excited to be here. So thank
Well,
you.
one of the things I really love to do with the open mic is to discover new talent. And I'm so glad that I have discovered you. It's really wonderful. And that's exactly what it's for, is to give people an opportunity to be seen in front of other people. So, I'm glad you're here with us. What's going on in your life now with the lockdown? You're in Chicago, right?
Yeah, the suburbs, northern suburbs of Chicago. Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. I mean, I graduated school and it hadn't even been a year before the lockdown happened, and I moved home from the city. And since like last March, when everything shut down, I've been here at home, but I've really been trying to make the most of my time. I've actually been working on a ton of new music, singing stuff from a lot of artists that I've grown up listening to, but never really actually sung their music, because for me, it was just so much musical theater all these years. And now I'm also kind of going in like a pop direction, pop folk, just lots of different things. And I think it's well-rounded me, kind of helped me when I go back to musical theater.
yeah, so hopefully I've grown and matured as an artist somehow through all of this. I've done a couple at-home concerts, one during the summer in our backyard, a fall one, and most recently a Christmas one that was here in this family room that we just kind of streamed over social media. My dad accompanied me. He was accompanying me in that video that you just saw. So yeah, just working on a lot of stuff and trying to make the most of it.
Well, you certainly made the most of that. Thank you so much.
Oh,
It is a tough time, I know, and I know it must be really tough to be a recent grad and to find that there's no live work going.
right.
It's so frustrating for all of us to have to find our new reality and how we put ourselves forward. But for now, it's the virtual stage, and you have put out a slew of videos, all of which are just wonderful. Why don't
Oh,
you put your YouTube link in the chat for everybody so they can go to your YouTube channel and
yeah.
check you out?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the best ways to record and get the right kind of sound and everything. So, I mean, they're not perfect, the videos I put out there, but, they're a work in progress and,
Sweetheart,
working on it. But
we're all works in progress for the rest of our lives. So, you're young work in progress. I'm an old one, and it doesn't change. Anyway, I'm really happy to meet you. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank
I
you for
saw the
having me.
temperature in Chicago was like 20 below zero, so I hope you're keeping warm there.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping to maybe go down south someday, like be in Florida, but for right now, still here. So,
Go visit JC.
yeah.
It's such a pleasure to meet you, and please give my regards to your dad. I don't see him here, but I'm sure he's watching somewhere.
Yeah, I will definitely tell him you say hi. And
Okay.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Really good to meet you, sweetheart.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.
Give me a heart. Okay. We're going to Los Angeles for the funny man himself. It's Jason Graw.
Happy New Year, everybody. It's a new year. Huzzah! We're ready. We're ready. 2020 was 2020 was a lot. And I have to say I liked a lot of it. I got to stay home. I didn't have to travel. I didn't pack a suitcase since last February. I got to walk Murray a lot. He's like in the other room. He's so tired of me. And there were things that were really good. A time for introspection and being in the moment. But mostly to the year 2020, I would like to say this. Feel free to sing along if you know it. Here we go. Blow me a kiss from across the room. Suck me in with your charm. Sit on this while I get a chair. I was in Wicked. Eat me out of house and home. I don't care. Take it from me. What we have is rare. On your knees to thank heaven above, and blow me a kiss from across the room, and now bend over backwards for love. Oh, blow. Everybody. Those were triplets. Come on. Your face is so beautiful. Swallow is my favorite bird, you know. So blow me a kiss from across the room, 'cause it's so hard on me when you go. Happy New Year. Mwah.
Oh, bravo!
Hey, well, let me see. I'm in the mood to get blown, so let me find you here. There we go. Hello, fellow Okie.
Hey, hi, fellow Okie. Nice seeing you, Harold.
Yeah, can you believe we're both from Tulsa?
No, we never knew each other growing up in Tulsa, which is a slut backwards, of
I
course.
know that. But see, I didn't go to Edison. You did. I went to Memorial. And
we were rival high schools.
I know, and I'm considerably older than you anyway, so there's no way we would have met.
We met at Yale Cabaret Conference.
We did. That's exactly where we met. I know. It was so much fun. You were so much fun. You are so funny, really. Unbelievable.
But you, Harold, truly, you've grown so much. I mean, I thought you were great back then, but you just took it and ran with it, and you're doing so great.
Thank you.
And I feel 100% responsible.
It is all you. It all boils down to you. I learned.
I
know from you.
And you remember Sally Mays and I we team taught. We had a master class that we did together, and we called it Push, Mug, and Indicate.
Yeah. Well, I learned how to be a seahorse from you. That was,
I like the seahorse. That was good. I liked it. How'd you sing holding your breath underwater? That had to have been hard.
Yeah, well, it's because I learned how to play the didgeridoo. I can breathe circularly now.
Nicely done.
I couldn't understand how anybody could figure out how to play the didgeridoo. Like, you have to breathe and blow at the same time. I know how to do that.
That's true in so many things. You know, everybody is so good in this show today. I would have warmed up.
Well, you were wonderful. So what's happening in LA? What's going on over there?
Oh my God, it's a cold, blustery January LA day. I actually had to put on a light jacket when I walked my dog this morning.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's down to like 60. But we're doing fine. We're doing fine here in LA. It's actually supposed to rain all weekend, which we're very excited about. We've had another drought. But life is going on. It's very strange here. I think they're lifting our stay-at-home orders now, while the new virus is just heading to town. So everybody is so confused. So we're all excited. The restaurants are starting to open up again, and they're saying, come out, wherever you are. But then they're also saying, oh, we got this new virus and you need to wear 2 masks when you go out. And so it's a lot of mixed messaging, so.
Yeah, which new virus? Is it the one from here or the one from South Africa or the one from Brazil or all of them?
I think all of the above. I think you got that new thing first, didn't you?
Oh, we did. Yeah, that's why things are so bad here. It's really awful. It's
sorry about that. It's been crazy. It's just been crazy.
So are you still Swiffering? You big into the Swiffering?
Yeah, I Swiffered 2 days ago. I never knew what a Swiffer was. I hear people talk about it. I was like, what means this Swiffer? And we Swiffer now, my husband and I. He actually lets me Swiffer. And I do enjoy the Swiffering a lot. You know what's weird? Okay, so I've done like 35 of these things. I still get nervous before my pre-recorded video. Is that weird?
Yes.
But don't you? I have a feeling other people feel the same, right? Your heart starts speeding up, my mouth gets dry, and it's already pre-recorded. It's very peculiar.
Well, everything we're going through right now is very peculiar. So, everything is figuring out what the new normal is. I suppose that isn't that unusual. But you're prolific in your videos. They're really great. And you are so funny. You really are amazing.
Something to do. Thank you.
Where
It's
did you
uh,
get your
it's
humor in
it's soul.
Oklahoma?
Sorry,
How'd you get your humor from Oklahoma?
you have to. How do you survive Oklahoma? Isn't that right, Jody? Skippy? Uh, yeah, I was different than the other boys in Oklahoma, as I'm sure you were too, Harold. But we developed our odd take on life from there. I love Tulsa. I went back there when I was touring in Wicked, and I got to be in Tulsa for 3 weeks. And it was really, really fun. I went back to Edison and I gave a master class, and I saw friends in the Tulsa Youth Symphony that I was in. And, it was a joy. It was really fun to go back. I like Tulsa.
Yeah, well, I haven't been in a while, but I like going there too. So you have a couple of gigs next month, is this correct?
I don't even know what that word means.
Okay, so I guess you don't. But you did.
I do, actually. I do. I have 2 gigs. Carly, I'm coming up to San Francisco. I'm doing a gala for my favorite theater company up in San Francisco, the 42nd Street Moon. And we're doing it it's a fundraiser, as so many things are, and I'm hosting it. And
Yay, that's how I got my equity card.
At 42nd Street Moon.
6 shows, baby, in a row.
Oh my God. I do Scrooge
Never
and Love
worked
there.
again.
I
I'm on the yeah.
You're doing okay, Carly. Anyway, yes, I'm driving up. I can't wait to get in the car, take a road trip, and go up there. I'll be up there for a week and see some friends and host it. There's such a wonderful theater up there, and they're keeping alive like you are, doing a lot of online virtual stuff and fundraisers and things like that. So I'm doing that, and then I'm doing my Jerry Herman show, Perfect Harmony, at the Carpenter Center in Long Beach, and it'll be a gala for 42nd Street Moon and for Music Theater West. So no audience. It's a 1,500 seat theater, and they don't want any audience. So that should be really hilarious.
That should be a lot of fun.
Killing me. It's just killing me. I was like, can we get 50 people in there socially distanced? But, I understand that, they don't want anybody there. So I think we're going to try to get a laugh track.
Well, that'll be good to try and play it properly.
Yes.
That will work. So you did a Zoom reading too for Gretchen Cryer and Nancy Ford?
Oh my God. Yes, I did. Thank you for bringing that up. I forgot about that. Last week, I did a show that they wrote, Gretchen Cryer, Nancy Ford, Anne Calloway. I believe you've heard of them. They wrote Old Friend, and they wrote I'm Getting My Act Together. And the first show that they wrote together that was their first hit was The Last Sweet Days of Isaac. And it's very timely. It's about people coming together on a video screen. And it's like looking into the future and people relating through video screens, not through, real life, touching each other in person. And who would have thought in 1970, Gretchen Cryer came up with this idea, and it is so timely now. And so we did a Zoom reading for Gretchen and Nancy, and Faith Prince and I did the reading for them. And our characters are 33 years old, so it was a stretch. But they agreed that they thought that they could up the age a little bit. So Faith and I were very grateful about that. But what a beautiful, great, crazy, timely piece. It was really fun to see them. They're both doing great.
Wonderful. Well, I met Nancy Ford not so long ago when Anita and I did our show together, and we sang Old Friend.
You did? And she was there?
She came.
Fabulous. Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah, they're both doing great. Gretchen looks exactly the same as, when I used to see her in BMI workshops and ASCAP and all that. She looks gorgeous and great. And Nancy too. She was in Kalamazoo, I think.
Somebody's got to go there.
I know. Well, thank you for having me. Everybody is so fabulous, and
Thank you.
This has been a shot of B12 hearing everybody.
Really good to see you. Thanks for coming back. Jason Groff, everyone, thank you so much.
I had nothing else to do. Okay.
Thank you. I also meant to tell everybody that at the end of the show, I'm going to stop the streaming and stop the recording, and we can all stay around and have a drink together on Zoom afterwards without fear of people watching what we're up to. So if you want to stay around, please do that. And now we're going to go all the way to Brisbane, Australia. This is Asabi Goodman.
Hi everyone, my name is Asabi Goodman, and I have here with me the beautiful Gracie Mack. We're in Brisbane, Australia, and we're going to do a little blues number just for you. Let's do it, Gracie. Sister, you've been on my mind. Sister, you're two of a kind. Sister, I'm keeping my eyes on you. I bet you think I don't know nothing about singing the blues. Sister, have I got news for you? I'm something. I hope you think that you're something too. Oh, Scotland, I've been down that Mossel Road, and I've seen a lot of suns going down. Oh, but trust me, no love's gonna run you around. So let me tell you something, sister. Remember your name, no twisters gonna steal your stuff away, my sister. We sure ain't got a whole lot of time. Take it away, Gracie. Oh, Scotland, I've been down that Russell Road, and I've seen a lot of sun going down. Oh, but trust me, no good has to run you around. So let me tell you something, sister. Remember your name, no twisters gonna steal your stuff away, my sister. We sure ain't got a whole lot of time. So shake your shimmy, sister, 'cause honey, this shug is feeling
From
Gorgeous.
Oh, that's Sam Sassy singing, Asabi, and a lot of S's there too. There we go. Are you there, sweetheart?
Yes, hi. I'm trying to start my video, but it won't let me.
Okay. Well, I can't believe you're awake. What time is it in Brisbane?
It is almost 7 a.m.
Oh, well, it's time to get up.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you for doing this again. Oh my gosh. You can sing, girl.
Oh, thank you.
That was just
Yeah,
amazing.
thank you. I
Really?
was trying to channel Ma Rainey there with the
Yeah,
voice.
well, you did incredibly well, and I loved your flapper dress and that headpiece, as Judy called it. Really looked
Yes.
amazing. So,
Thank
what's
you.
happening in Australia? You guys are pretty much out of the forest, yeah? Everything is clear there now?
Yes, yes. So we've eliminated, for the most part, community transmission of COVID. So life is slowly and, for the most part, back to normal. We still do a lot of contract tracing. So every time we go somewhere, we have to log in and give our details, like phone number and email and address and that sort of thing. But yeah, we can perform and go about life and move around. So
Oh,
fasten seatbelt sign has been turned off.
oh my God. I don't believe it. I wish, well, we all can aspire to that moment. It's
Yes,
going to be a
yes,
while. It's going to be a while, but a good thing you're there, truthfully. It's a good thing
yes.
you're there. It's
Oh,
a good thing you're not somewhere else. That's
mm.
the best place to be. And what about this play you're doing, The Revolutionists? It sounds exciting.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's a play featuring four different women. It's set during the French Revolution in 1793, and it centers around the writer Olympe de Gouges, who was a famous playwright during that time, a female playwright during that time. And it's basically, she's talking about the French Revolution from a female perspective. And she features Marie Antoinette and Charlotte Corday, and then another woman who's sort of an amalgamation of all of the abolitionists of the time, which is my character, Marianne Angel. So yeah, it's a very powerful piece. There's lots of comedy in it, and our director is making it quite fabulous. So we'll be in period costume, sort of turning it into a bit of a fashion show, if you will. So yeah, so that I'm in rehearsals for that at the moment, and that runs throughout March from the 2nd through the 26th. And yeah, that's pretty much the main thing that I'm focusing on at the moment. I do have a couple of gigs coming up this weekend. I'm doing a bit of a cabaret for another theater company. And we've got a special Meet the Artists night happening tonight for the Revolutionists as well. So we've
And what
got
about
press and
Fritzenberger? I love the sound of that restaurant, Fritzenberger.
yes, Fritzenberger. Yes, so it's a German-inspired restaurant, and I'll be performing a cabaret there Sunday evening, with a number of different performers for Inside Outside Theater Company, which is a local theater company here in Brisbane. Yeah, just doing a couple of songs. I'm doing an original song, so I started writing music at the end of last year. My goal is to release an EP this year, so I've got a producer that I'm working with, and just writing lots of songs. So
I'm
yeah, it's coming along nicely.
I'm so excited to hear somebody who has like real work, live work, not about a stream. That is, I can't tell you how much that does my heart good to know that, the world may get there some point. So I'm
Mm.
really happy to hear that and lovely to have you on the show. And I want to say hello to Earl and to Josie. Hi, that's her parents who I met in Tulsa, which is how I met Asabi.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks
And
for getting
thanks
on the
again
word.
to all the other performers as well. You guys have all been fantastic. I've just had a great morning sitting here listening and watching you all.
Thank you, sweetheart. Really good. I'm sorry we didn't get to see your face, but I'm glad we got to see your
Yes,
video. Lots of
yes, thank you.
and hope to see you soon.
Thank you, you too. Thanks, Harold.
Bye. Asabi Goodman, everybody. Okay, we're going to bring on our next performer, our last performer in just a moment. But before we do that, I just want to thank everyone, this amazing group of people that came together for our launch show. I mean, I really am kind of blown away. Even I was surprised when the final pieces of the puzzle came into place. When I looked at the lineup, I mean, my jaw dropped. It was like, how can all of these amazing people be in the same show together? But they were, and you all were testament. So thank you for being here, and thank all of you for your wonderful performances. I can't thank you enough. And if you want, stay on, afterwards, and let's have a drink together on Zoom. But for now, let me have a quick chat with Nicholas King before we play his video. Are you there, Nicholas?
I'm here. I'm here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful. This is the best afternoon I could possibly spend. Everybody is so terrific, and it's been such a nice welcome reprieve from the mundane days of quarantine. So just a joy to watch everybody.
Oh, good. Well, I'm really glad you've joined us. And let's have a quick chat about your new album. You've got a new album that just came out, right?
Yes, it got released last week on Club 44 Records out of Nashville, and it's a collection of 25 years worth of recordings. So the first recording is of me at 4.5 years old, and the last recording was done a couple months ago. And it just sort of, gives a nice little look back, a little retrospective through the last 25 years that I've been working. And it features appearances and duets with people like Liza Minnelli is on the record, Tom Selleck is on the record, Jane Monheit, a beautiful duet with Jane Monheit, and even Norm Lewis we got on the album. So it's a nice, complete retrospective, and I'm just so proud of it. It's finally out on all the digital platforms, and it'll be out physically in all the stores next month. So it's been a labor of love, but it's been a fun quarantine project to put together and compile the last 25 years.
Be sure to put a link into the chat there for everybody. And that makes you 29 and a half.
Correct.
I'm good with numbers. Good. Well, I was wondering how old you are. Now I know, 29 and a half. Well, you're mighty talented for 29 and a half. So let's hear your amazing rendition of the blues. This is Nicholas King, everybody.
When I was 8 years old, my father decided to buy a rundown, abandoned espresso bar and turn it into a vision that he had of a little Soho lounge set to a restaurant, a wine lounge, coffee house, and martini bar. This was his big plan in rural Rhode Island. The people in town didn't really seem to quite get it, but my father had this vision to turn this place into a swanky little place that people would want to come to for years, and thankfully it's still standing and it's still running. The one thing that my father did that was pretty bold at the time was he decided to hire music 5 nights a week. He wanted live music playing as much as he could. And people thought he was crazy. You're going to go broke, they said. No one said you're going to spend too much money on music. But my father had a plan, and he knew what he was doing. And it still remains a landmark in the area today. As for me, growing up in that area, I'd sit at the bar, you see, like most 8-year-olds, and I would hear the music that was playing, and I heard everything from jazz to pop to indie rock to country to bluegrass to soul to blues. And speaking of the blues, there was one band in particular known as the Baker Brothers. Now, see, the Baker Brothers were a group of 4 brothers from down south. And if we were lucky, we'd get them maybe once a month or so. And they'd all stagger in, they'd set up, they'd start playing. You didn't even know they were playing. You thought it was a sound check. And before long, the Baker Brothers took off, and I was in 4 hours of joy when they would sing, "If you have plans to motor west, travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Now how you go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, and Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty, you'll see. Amarillo and Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. I'm going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. They'd go from one to the other. I'm going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Oh yes, they got a crazy way of loving, and I'm gonna go and get me some. I'll be standing on the corner of 12th Street and Vine. I'm gonna be standing on the corner of 12th Street and Vine, yeah, with my Kansas City baby and my bottle of Kansas City wine. And then once in a while, if we were really fortunate, they'd bring in like a trombone player, you know, or a trumpet player, and they would do all these riffs, and they could see I was just jonesing to get up and do something. I was just responding to what they were doing. And one fine day they said to me, "Hey kid, get up, let's do some 4s. I didn't know what that meant, so I took the whole scat solo. So boop dee bip, My analyst told me that I was right out of my head the way he described it. He said it'd be better dead than live. I didn't listen to his jive. I knew all along that he was all wrong, and I knew what he thought, that I was crazy, but I'm not, oh no. My analyst told me that I was flat out of my head. He suggested treatment, but I'm not that easily led, because I know he's the type that's most inclined, when out of his sight, to be out of my mind. And he thought I was nuts. No more ifs or ands or buts now. Well, I heard little children are supposed to sleep tight. That's why I drank a fifth of vodka one night. My parents got frantic, didn't know what to do, but I saw some crazy things before my kin too. Now do you think I was nuts? I may have only been 8, but I was swinging. They all looked at Al Graham Bell. They laughed at Edison and also at Einstein. So why should I feel sorry if they just can understand the litany and the logic that went on in my head? I had a brain now, it's insane, all because I never understood why those London buses never had a driver on the top. I don't get it. My analyst told me that I was flat out of my head the way he described it. He said I'd be better dead, because I got something that's bright and new to show that I'll have the last laugh on you. Because instead of one head, Doc, you know what? I've got two. Ooh, and then the Baker brothers looked at me in shock. They said, who's this 8-year-old papa coming up here like a cold old shark? He's got a crazy way to rhythm. Ooh, keep on going, son. And that's how I got to know the blues. You asked about the blues. Harold asked me for blues. I thought I'd give him a small history of my blues. How I learned it sitting at the bar next to my dad. They were the best times I had listening to the Baker brothers playing the blues.
My God.
Bravo! Baby. Yo, 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 yo.
Just amazing. Just amazing. Listen, I want to thank everybody again. J.C. Dreisen, Bounder and Cad, Adam Drew, and Guy Hayward, Sophie Griffiths, Ann Hampton Calloway, Dusty Limits, Carly Ozard, Barb Younger, Jamie Saphir, Mia Hart, Jason Gra, Asabi Goodman, and Nicholas King. Thank you all so much. This was just an amazing show. Thank you, and much thanks to Michael Ralston, too, for keeping the show running so smoothly. Thank you so much. Stay around. Let's have a drink afterwards. Bye for